Bonjour, I'm Tracy Parent with French Detours. Today I'm in my kitchen in Gilbert, Arizona, where I'm going to talk to you about making vinaigrette. A lot of people have been posting beautiful baking videos lately, and it all looks delicious. But as spring is right around the corner, I decided to keep it a little bit lighter and talk more about salads instead. If you grew up like I did in the US, we used to use bottled dressings, French, ranch, and if we were feeling really exotic, a little Thousand Island. But surprise, French dressing isn't French at all, and the French don't even use bottled dressings. I have yet to meet a French woman over the age of 16 who doesn't know how to make their own vinaigrette. In fact, people will argue about what the best recipe is. Today I'm going to share with you a very basic one, and you can put your own spin on it as you wish. The key is to use fresh, quality ingredients. I like to start with the olive oils from Moulin Castellas, who have had award-winning oils for more than 20 years. This is their extra virgin olive oil, which is their classic, and it's made of 4 different varieties of olives. So it has a very complex, a little bit peppery taste, and it's really excellent. So we're going to take 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, or we're going to talk about some other oils you can use a little bit later. You'll notice also that this doesn't make a lot of dressing because, again, the key is to keep it fresh. So we're only going to use it for maybe a day or 2, and then we're going to want to use a new one that's opposed to our bottles that last in the fridge here for 6 months or so. The next thing we're going to do is use a balsamic, and so the ratio is 3 to 2. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of balsamic, and I've chosen this one, which is actually from Italy, and you'll see that it is so thick and rich that it almost looks more like a syrup, and it's just wonderful. So 2 tablespoons, and that's going to actually take a little bit of time to pour into here. You can see how absolutely rich and thick that is. It's hard to find a good balsamic, and it's hard to find a good olive oil. You have such a wide variety, but you get what you pay for. And so don't be afraid to spend a little bit to use really good quality ingredients. The bottles of olive oil here are about $28 retail. And if you think about it, a good bottle of wine costs that, and you use it in one day. This is going to last you 3 to 6 months at least. So now we've got our 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, our 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, and then we're going to add a little bit of mustard. Today I'm going to use this moutarde fine pommeau, which is from Normandy, and it has a little bit of pommeau in it, which is a mixture of hard apple cider and Calvados. So it's going to have a really great flavor to it. You can also use just regular Dijon mustard. I also have a maille, which is a Parmesan and basil one. So you can really add your flavors here with your mustard. Here we're going to use substantially less and use just 1 tablespoon of mustard. Oop, and I'm making a little bit of a mess here, but our sous chef will clean that up a little bit after. So we're going to use the mustard, and the mustard is going to keep everything together. It's kind of, that's the purpose, is when we mix it up, it's going to keep all of the ingredients nicely mixed. Then we're going to add some salt and pepper, sel et poivre, and a little bit of sel. And of course you can do that to taste. And we're going to use a little bit of freshly grated shallot, which I minced earlier. We're going to mix that all up. And again, it doesn't make a whole lot, so we're just going to eat it fresh, and it's going to be just delicious. Wow, that is so fresh and delicious. And it can keep in the fridge for a couple of days or up to a week. So, bonne dégustation, and à bientôt.